Back in December, I picked up this neglected 1993 CR500 off of Facebook Marketplace. After making the drive to Rhode Island to get the bike, I brought it back to my home garage in Connecticut, tore it down to the frame, and disassembled everything. For the past 7 months, I've been rebuilding the bike from the ground up, restoring or replacing every single component, no stone unturned, all to give this bike away to one lucky person. In the first 10 episodes of this build series, I welded and powder coated the frame, built some fresh wheels, brushed and coated the swing arm, 3D printed a bunch of parts, Cerakoted the hardware and triple clamps, and began restoring the suspension. The suspension was rough. 33 years of grime had built up, scuffs had cut deep into the fork tubes, and the shock shaft was damaged beyond repair. But after hours of research online, I was able to source a replacement shaft. Then, on the bench buffer, I spent hours buffing out the shock body and fork tubes to remove any scuffs or scratches that remain. Normally, the fork tubes get anodized to protect them, but I don't have access to that at home. So like I did on my old KX250 build, I buffed everything out and clear coated it with Cerakote MC5100 instead. It worked out perfectly, and it adds a remarkable shine to the front of the bike. And now, with all the suspension components sourced and restored, it's time to put these together and complete the CR500 chassis. Just a reminder that one of you is going to win this CR500 in October. You can enter on the Flow One shop by grabbing some merch, 3D printed parts, or direct entries. With all that, let's get into this build episode. With the forks ready for assembly, I still had to clean up the fork legs. Thankfully, the chrome on these weren't in horrible condition, so I decided to polish and reuse them. You want these to be as smooth as possible before the seals go on, as any imperfections will cause leaky forks. Now we're ready to assemble, and these moments are always my favorite part of a build. After months of sourcing parts and restoring original pieces, it feels so good to finally start putting things back together. The fork assembly always starts with new seals and bushings. From there, I slide the fork leg into the tube and drive the seal into place using my seal driver. And finally, I snap in the retaining clip and pop in the dust seal. Last, I finished assembling the damper and installed that with the spring. And man, look at how good these forks are turning out.
This little piece right here, $35. This build's adding up quick. So now it's time to assemble this rear shock. Let's check out the new shaft. Mint. Got this thing from Hygear and they killed it. This thing is on par with the stock one. A little side by side. First things first, we gotta go in with the new upper shock bearing.
After installing the clevis onto the shock shaft along with the bumper and seal head, I attempted to install the shim stack, but I ran into a small problem. There was no space for the nut, so I called up Hygear and sent them a picture of the threads, and they knew exactly what I needed to do to free up space. There's a clear spacer that sits on top of the shim stack. Once I pulled that out, there were threads exposed for the nut, so I put a dab of high-strength thread lock and torqued the nut on.
Freshy KYB shock bladder. I'm gonna start off by filling up the reservoir here, and we want to make sure that oil is flowing to the body itself. The old-fashioned way to do it could be to just blow into it. That'll force the oil through, but I don't recommend that method. Once most of the oil is drained out, you can just repeat the process. Do it again.
Now it's time to bleed the shock. With the body full of oil, I slowly pump the shaft in and out, working out any trapped air bubbles without letting air back in.
No air bubbles in here.
After about 6 or 9 pumps, I let it sit for about 10 minutes to let any last air work its way out. Then I press the seal head and dust cover into place, and the shock's fully bled.
2 months later, and we're back with the suspension. I actually finished most of the suspension, back in May, but we're missing one very important component, and that is the shock spring. I actually sent out the original spring to get powder coated, and I haven't seen it. It's been 2 months now. I don't know what happened to it, and I don't want to wait any longer for it because we got to get a move on with this build. So I ended up just ordering a new one. And the package from Race Tech just arrived today. I got a brand new spring here. Let's crack it open and see what we got. Take. Oh, look at that. That is the exact color we were looking for.
In my eyes, indisposed, in disguises no one knows. As the face lies the snake in the sun, in my disgrace. Boiling heat, summer stench, neath the black the sky looks dead. Call my name through
Big one, 85 foot-pounds.
Black hole sun, won't you come? Wash away the rain. Black hole sun, won't you come? Won't you come? Won't you come?
It's time to draw the winner from last video's giveaway. We're doing another t-shirt. I asked you guys whether you want to see Jet Lawrence or Hayden Deegan. At this point, I want to see Deegan win a moto, but he's got a tall task ahead of him. But let's draw the winner for the t-shirt. We got 40 people entered in. Number 7. Bren21 wants to see Jet win. So for this video's giveaway, we're doing another t-shirt, a pint of cloth super technoplate, and a bunch of stickers from all the sponsors. And for this one, I want to know one spot that you've always wanted to ride at. It could be anywhere in the world. Drop it in the comments and you'll be entered to win this giveaway. Alright, so I'm finishing up this video, and I just want to say thank you guys again for all the support. This was originally a challenge I set for myself, and really means a lot when you guys are pushing me and support me, so thank you to everyone. If you are interested to get entered to win the bike, less than 100 people have entered to win this thing so far, so your odds are still really high, and it helps support me, so check out the Flow One shop. We got a whole bunch of stuff in stock. Thank you guys again. Without further ado, here is the finished look of the assembled chassis.